If you've been learning French for a while, you probably heard about quoique, quoique, and bien que. They seem very similar up to the point that quoique and quoique sound exactly the same. These are going to help you make complex sentences in French. They're not necessarily difficult, but I recommend you sit down with a pen and paper. Bonjour, I'm Géraldine, your French teacher. Welcome to Comme une Française. Today I'm going to help you speak everyday modern French with confidence. C'est parti! This is what you will be able to do after watching this lesson. If you're a beginner, just knowing they exist is good enough. If you're intermediate, try to really learn the examples. And if you're advanced, use those words in your everyday life speaking French. First, let's talk about quoique, all together in just one word. Quoique is although in English, quoique. In everyday spoken French, it's almost never used, and very often it's used on its own sentence because you cut the end of the sentence. For example, je pense que ça va marcher, quoique je n'en suis pas sûr. Je pense que ça va marcher, quoique je n'en suis pas sûr. I think it's going to work, although I'm not really sure about it. Je pense que ça va marcher, quoique je n'en suis pas sûr. We usually cut the ending because when you say although, you kind of imply you're not really sure about it. So you could say, je pense que ça va marcher, quoique. And you see, it's all about the context, it's about your face, it's about your voice. That will imply that you're not really sure about it. Je pense que ça va marcher, quoique. So you see, it's all about how you say it. And this is obvious when you're speaking your language. Quoique is whatever. Quoique. And then you add a subject and a verb. And it's followed by a subjunctive. So again, if you're not advanced or if you're just intermediate, relax, it's okay. For example, quoi que je fasse, je pense à toi. Quoi que je fasse, je pense à toi. Whatever I do, I'm thinking about you. And here you can see the subjunctive with fasse. Quoi que je fasse, it's a verb faire, to do in French. Quoi que je fasse, je pense à toi. Whatever I do, I'm thinking about you. And that's a line from the song Pas toi, not you, from the very, 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 very famous French singer Jean-Jacques Goldman. Quoi que je fasse, je pense à toi. Whatever I do, I'm thinking about you. Also, you can have heard about quoi que ce soit. Quoi que ce soit, all together, all the words together, the four words mean whatever it is, literally, and that's anything. So that's something you can learn if you want to use that in your French in an elegant way. Quoi que ce soit is anything. So for example, je ne peux plus manger quoi que ce soit. In everyday spoken French, I would say je ne peux plus manger quoi que ce soit. Even je peux plus manger quoi que ce soit. But here we're just talking about grammar, so I'm going to keep it simple. Je ne peux plus manger quoi que ce soit. I can't eat anything anymore. Je ne peux plus manger quoi que ce soit. And if you think about it, quoi is for a thing, qui is for a person. So quoi que ce soit being equal to anything, qui que ce soit is anyone. Qui que ce soit. Again, you can use that in your spoken French if you want to sound elegant. Qui que ce soit is anyone. Qui que ce soit. For example, je ne veux pas voir qui que ce soit. I don't want to see anyone. Je ne veux pas voir qui que ce soit. Je ne veux pas voir qui que ce soit in everyday spoken French. So that's I don't want to see anyone. Again, relax if you don't understand everything, just let's keep going. But if you want to have more of an elegant French or you're advanced, just embrace those and try to use them. Our second one today is bien que. Bien que is even though. Even though, and then you add a subject and a verb. Bien que, and this one is followed by the subjunctive as well. For example, bien qu'il soit très grand, il ne joue pas au basket. Bien qu'il soit très grand, il ne joue pas au basket. Even though he's really tall, he doesn't play basketball. And that's different from bien. Don't mix them, they have nothing to do one with the other. Bien que is even though, and bien is good, usually. Okay. Bien has nothing to do with bien que. Bien qu'il soit très grand, you can notice the subjunctive with soit, which is the subjunctive of être, être to be in French. Il ne joue pas au basket. Bien qu'il soit très grand, il ne joue pas au basket. Our third one today is malgré. Malgré is despite, plus a noun. Malgré is despite. So, malgré son âge, elle court tous les matins. Malgré son âge, elle court tous les matins. Despite her age, she runs every morning. Malgré son âge, elle court tous les matins. So you see, it's easy to use them. You just have to be confident enough and work a little bit on your grammar to use them. However, something that students ask me a lot and lots of French people use, which is awful, is malgré que. Never ever use it. It doesn't exist. Malgré que does not exist. So do not use it, please. Or don't say I'm teaching you French. There are a few other ways to mean although. So we have même si plus indicative. That means even if. Même si plus indicative is even if. Je t'aime même si tu es loin de moi. I love you even if you're far away. Je t'aime même si tu es loin de moi. You can use mais in a way to mean but. For example, je mange du fromage mais pas du roquefort. I eat cheese but I don't eat roquefort. That's a blue cheese. Very good. Je mange du fromage mais pas du roquefort. So you see here you have the although idea. You can also use cependant or néanmoins to mean however. It's much less colloquial, but it's very elegant, and I think it's a good idea to try to use it. Cependant and néanmoins, they both mean however. For example, Arthur habite à Strasbourg, cependant, il vient fêter Noël à Paris avec nous. Arthur habite à Strasbourg, cependant, il vient fêter Noël à Paris avec nous. Arthur lives in Strasbourg, however, he comes to celebrate Christmas to Paris with us. The last thing I wanted to mention today is does it matter actually? Grammar can be a puzzle. It's a fun thing for some students, others hate it. My recommendation is don't get stuck on grammar or get stuck on your mistake. Just focus on communication first, and as you grow your French, you might try to add those words to your French to sound more elegant and more at ease with everyday French. So let's recap what you learned today. You learned about quoique and quoique in 2 words. You learned bien que, you learned about malgré and other ways to express the other side of an idea if you want to make a complex sentence. And also remember that mistakes don't matter that much. What matters is confidence, and that's much, much more important in order to communicate in French in a nice way. If you want to learn more about French grammar, check out this short playlist that I made for you about grammar. These are common Française lessons about points of grammar that you might want to learn in order to fix your mistakes and speak better French. I will see you in the next lesson. À tout de suite!